Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Bot Signal today. My name is RJ Redden, and today, Friday wins. All of the wins you've had this week, personal, professional, yes. Big, small, absolutely. Anything you've accomplished, anything you've been a part of, anything that has made you this week say, I won today. I won today. So, why do we do this? Let's talk about that for a second. I think that is a really important idea. To me, if we don't ever stand up and celebrate our wins, then we are on the road to burnout. Listen, I'm an entrepreneur just like you. And what I tend to do is hop from thing to thing to thing to thing, not ever really considering how much I'm getting done, what a good job I'm doing. All of those things. I tend to measure myself sometimes on through the bottom line. And you know what? That ain't enough. So today's show, I'm going to ask you to put all your wins in the comments and I will celebrate them with you just like this little award for you. Every time you have a win, I will play a little gift for you. That is our deal on Fridays. Hey, Jeffrey, happy holidays. Good to see you, my friend. So, that is our show. Friday wins today. I'll start out with some of my wins, and maybe that'll encourage you to come forward with some of your own. Because to me, I want to celebrate not just what's going on here at the Bot Cave, but I want to celebrate what's happening out there in the community. You are very important to me. And knowing how your lives are going is also incredibly first line in my book. So tell me your wins, big or small, personal or professional. Just, make it clean, people. And that's pretty much my only rule. For me this week, I have had, it's just been a ton of winnage over here in the Bot Cave. It's been a ton of winnage. Okay, so yesterday I attended a day-long workshop and it was super cool. Super cool, you guys. My friend Jane M. Powers put it on. It was all about her sales closing system, which she calls core sales. Holy moly, I learned so much. I already have seen the system. I kind of know what it's about. I've been introduced several times, but I don't think that I knew. I don't know everything that there is to know. It's all about helping somebody get to a yes or a no without pressure, without being salesy, without being douchey about it, without introducing urgency and time sensitivity and, all of the things. All of the things that people tend to do. I don't like manipulating people. I don't like it at all. And especially if I feel like I've manipulated people into a sale, I can't do it because I spend the whole time going, is this person really getting value? Or did I just talk them into this? I don't like that feeling like I may have just talked them into something. I want my people to get value out of what I'm providing. And so this sales system, which it is a little system on how you can talk to, communicate with people in a way that makes them feel seen, heard, and cared about, just like my bots. And it's a really, really great system. I don't know when they're putting this workshop on again, but I will tell you that it was worth every minute of the 8 hours of my time yesterday. Plus a little time chatting afterward with a buddy of mine about technology, because that's what we do. But anyway, that was a huge win. That was a huge win this week. And man, that's going to have a lot of potentially recriminations. Good recriminations. So that was awesome stuff this week. Now, next one, gosh, it's really about a plan. I've been recognizing something the past 4 or 5 days, maybe, I've been recognizing something, and that is that sometimes people come to me and they want quick marketing fix, which I tell them, yeah, quick marketing fix. You'll find somebody to take your money on the internet, but it will not be me. It will not be me. I have very effective marketing fixes. I have stuff that takes partnership and collaborations with the people who hire me, that takes a minute of time, more than a minute of time, to put up and tweak and make sure that it's working. I have that. I don't have a quick fix for anyone, but I have people coming, for that sometimes. But here's what I'm finding out. There are some people that want to take the world over digital marketing wise. They do. And they get real excited about numbers and CTA and all of that kind of stuff. And I do have those kind of clients that understand that it's a collaboration, that understand that it's not a quick fix. But I also have a different group of clients. And I found this out. I was talking to my client the other day, Pamela Russell. We were chatting about her website. And we were chatting about, how is it that you'd rather get clients? Is it this way? Digital marketing stardom, getting your face out there, getting your name out there, getting a digital tribe? Or is it more of a networking JV partnership feel? And you know what I learned is that there's a different marketing mix for everyone. Let's just celebrate and let's say it again. There's a different marketing mix for everyone. It depends on your personality. It depends on how much time that you have to put into it. It depends on, well, mainly it's kind of a personality thing. For me, I've never taken over the internet. Someday I will. It's just inevitable. But a lot of my business comes through it comes through other people. It comes through recommend. I'm a high word of mouth. And then people come and they check my stuff out and they go, okay, she's legit. And then they give me a call. So it's not, even for me, it's not about take the world over. I do put a lot of effort into my digital red carpet. I absolutely do. I feel like it should be the best in town. Digital town. That's just sort of philosophical for you. But I also put a lot of time into my relationships. And so really, it's probably obvious to everybody, but one of the pieces of knowledge that made it from my head to my heart this week is that every person has an ideal marketing mix. Some of it can be digital. Some of it can be networking, partnerships, JVs. It doesn't all have to be, okay, how much digital can we put out there for you? It doesn't have to be that way. And in fact, it's better that it's not that way. Of course, I say it on this show all the time. One size fits all doesn't fit anyone at all. And that is absolutely true for your marketing. So we're going to celebrate that one because it's a pretty amazing deal. Groot, sorry, that GIF is mostly green, so he kind of fades out, but he was dancing for you. He was. Anyway, so here's another win. Many of you know that I have joined an organization. It's called Synapse. Yes, they're dancing for you, Synapse. And it's a networking organization, unlike any other that I've ever been part of. It's really interesting. It's not as much about get business. Who can buy from me? Who's sitting here could buy from me? It's much more about getting to know people, and it's about doing some good in the world. these little hubs are focused around nonprofits, and the nonprofit community member shares first about who they are and what they're doing. And it's amazing. I used to think that I could help everybody through the technology. Now, of course, being in business a while, I've learned that I'm not meant to do that. I'm not meant to. If I went and helped everybody in the world who needs, help with their technology, regardless of whether I ever got paid or not, I'd be a nonprofit. I would. But what I'm learning is that sometimes offering an introduction to someone, because I'm starting to have a much, much bigger network. Thank you, Charles Bird. Having a much, much bigger network, and learning about that power of the introduction, I can also offer that to people. And the introductions come back and pay me in many, many ways. So, gosh, I'm celebrating learning a lot this week, you guys. That's what I'm doing right now, because that just seems to be where I'm at. Lot of evolutions and revolutions going on here at the Bot Cave, but you expected that anyway. So had a great meeting this morning with them. Synapse is busting open. If you haven't looked them up, do it. They are huge on LinkedIn, and they are breaking into other countries as we speak. It's pretty amazing process, and I'm grateful to be a member. I think that it's a very different networking approach, and I'm so grateful for a different networking approach. I don't know if, and this goes to messaging again, right? But I don't know if y'all have noticed, but plenty of y'all on LinkedIn have noticed that we tend to get a lot of spam every single day from people. I do. I know I do. I know that I get that message and it is this long. The wall of text can be seen from space. And whoever you are, and regardless of what I'm interested or whether I might need you or not, you've left your calendar link there. Hey, thanks, but no thanks. Just no thanks at all. Because that's a definite. I am not going to call you. That is a definite. I am not going to do anything with you. You've treated me like I should be on the receiving end of some spam. No, I shouldn't. No, people. I do connect a lot with people on LinkedIn, but I don't use a huge pre-recorded whatever. I want to know if through my profile, through the different things that I put out there, including these shows that I do, I want to know if those things are piquing people's interest. And if it is, I would love to talk to you. And I also do the other side. And I look around for who's piquing my interest. And I get a hold of them and I say, hey, this is how you piqued my interest. I would love to chat with you if you have the time. Here's a calendar link if you'd like to put yours down, we could do that too. And I leave it up to them. Because honestly, that's being interested in another person. This is how you're going to build a relationship these days. Seriously. So anyway, let me go ahead and take a little drink here because my voice is getting a little scratchy. That's better. Okay, so if you are new around here, I would absolutely love to know, what are your wins this week? What did you do this week that stood out to you? And maybe it didn't stand out for you at the time. I know that I go from thing to thing. Like I said before, I am so in tune with my next accomplishment that I hardly ever stand back and go, you know what? That was actually pretty rad. I don't take the time until I created the Friday show. For those of you who don't know, I'm on here every day, every weekday, except for holidays. Some of those are coming. I'm on here every weekday, and I am talking about engagement marketing, which is an entirely new way to connect. Bots are a huge part of that, but also there's video, there's quizzes, there's contests, there's everything out there. And for me, well, I attended, let me back up for you. I attended a meeting this morning with Synapse, and there were folks there talking about kindness. Folks there talking about kindness. And there was a lady there, her name, Nala Summers. She calls herself the accidental kindness researcher. And she runs a nonprofit. She seems amazing to me. Anyway, talking about the foundations of kindness and talking about how, you know, in some workplaces, there's just an underlying thing of an underlying feeling of unkindness all the time. Believe me, I know what that's about. Believe me, I could write a book on that specifically, but I won't. Anyway, just learning about just spreading kindness, you know? No matter where you come from, what your bank account says today, what side of the aisle you're on if you're in the US, no matter what, be kind. Just be kind. It's okay. And that just struck me as to how simple that is, and as opposed to sometimes how complicated I make everything. Anyway, I so don't remember my point now. We're just going to give that a cheer. Anyway, if you're new here, type your wins in the comments for me so that we may properly celebrate your stuff. I love my community, and I love it when they participate on Friday. Hey, Silver Fox. Watched me on Russ Johns and immediately jumped to follow. Oh, catching your lives. Oh, thank you. Hey, Silver Fox Talks. Thank you. Thank you for showing up today. If you have had a win this week, type in the comments for me. Make sure it can be known in public. No proprietary information, please. I would love to celebrate a win from you this week. So, a lot of good things on the horizon for Black Belt Bots. I'll fill in while everybody is writing down their wins. A lot of great things on the horizon. We have got an all-day event on January 14th, Skyrocket Live. Skyrocket your engagement. That one's going to be a great thing. We have also on that very next week, my course opens up, the Epic Engagement Formula. I am so excited about this thing. You guys, you don't even know. You don't even know. It's like my life's work on this thing. It's like putting down everything that I know so that your marketing campaigns can be more engaging, so that it can be a shorter run from the first time somebody lays eyes on you to the minute that they set an appointment on your calendar and you get to meet them for the first time. Taking care of and nurturing that person along the way, not just blasting their inbox full of emails, but giving them some content that's actually valuable to them. These are the things I'm working on in the new year. I am so proud and happy to be doing that. It just makes me happy. So let's see other things that are going on. That's kind of the Bot Cave update for the week. Had a lot of great meetings this week. And how do I know? Because this is my notebook, everybody. Boop. It has just a few notes from today, but we also have notes from the workshop yesterday. And a lot of what I write down is introduce this person to this person. I write that down every time so that I do not forget. Because, as I said, my network is getting pretty big. I'm starting to know a lot of people, and I'm starting to know people whom I think would genuinely love to help other people get to where they want to go. Or I see somebody with a problem and I go, I know where the solution is. And That is the greatest feeling in the world. That is my business kindness. That's, I mean, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of other kindness in there in my business, but to me, that is a great thing that I can do for two people, and it's something that anyone can do for people. Silver Fox says, I'm completing my third day of online cohort for 5-month women veterans for leadership program. Oh, how fabulous is that, Silver Fox? That is so wonderful. Um, women veterans for leadership. Silver Fox, I think that I have somebody to introduce you to, actually. Um, she is at a class that I'm taking right now. And she actually is just getting into coaching for coaching women veterans. So I'm gonna hook you two up. Um, Silver Fox, if you can get me your email address. Let me see. I'm just gonna put mine down here, my friend. And it's just RJ at Black Belt Bots. It's nothing fancy. I'm going to put my email there. Silver Fox, shoot me your email so that I can make an introduction to this lady. RJ at blackbeltbots.com. Okay. Boop. That just went everywhere. All right. Fantastic. Silver Fox, do that, please, so that I can hook up someone with you. Because this lady's pretty awesome, and I'm just loving getting to know her. So I believe you'll be awesome together. So this week, my friends, kindness wins. Kindness wins. The world has never needed us more. The world has never needed us more, and this is the kind of message I want to spread in the world. I may never make $1 million, or I may. It doesn't matter as much as me making a difference. And I know that some of you out there are like, I mean, like, you just don't even like listening to that. And the majority of people are motivated by money. Not a bad thing. Money equals choice. In our society and in many across the world, nothing wrong with being motivated by money, being motivated by security, all of those things. Me, it's about making a difference. It just really is. And so learning today about that nonprofit that is providing, kindness research and providing kindness stuff in organizations and in schools. It was so heartwarming and so magnificent. Gosh, if any of you are interested in joining Synapse, boy, get a hold of me. I know some folks that I'd love to introduce you to talk about that with you, see if it's a fit, because it has been, so far for me, it's been an incredible fit. It's been an incredible fit, and y'all are an incredible audience. You know that I love you. If you're seeing this on the replay, go ahead and put your win in the comments for me, because I love to celebrate that stuff, and I will come back and celebrate you, because that's the name of this game. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate ourselves. I've often heard that entrepreneurs are the backbone of the country's business. I've heard a statistic, but it's probably 10 years old by now, that at least 70% of businesses in the US are small businesses, entrepreneurs, just like you and me. So let's celebrate the backbone today. Let's celebrate what's holding everybody up. It's mom and pop flower shop down the street. It's somebody who started their business from a couch. It's someone who is making it happen out there in the world, regardless of the circumstances that are surrounding them. And I just want to shout out to all of you today and celebrate the fact that we're here, we're alive, and we ain't going nowhere at all. We may have to pivot, we may have to change some things, but the majority of people I know ain't going nowhere at all. So their businesses are not shutting their doors, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying we're going nowhere. We're all going straight up. Okay. So anyway, like a rocket ship, and that deserves a rocket ship. So that's it for the week. Next week, I am going to be back. I'm going to have an interview next week. And it's going to be a great interview. This lady is just ultimate cool, ultimate sass, and knows so much more about WordPress and Infusionsoft than I ever will. Michelle Nedelec will be here on Thursday. Meanwhile, we'll have all of the regular shows every day of the week, 10 o'clock Central. Come see me, babies. You know you want to. And with that, I will see you in a bot.